Let us see about comments in Python. Comments are used to explain Python code. Comments can be used to make the code more readable. Comments can be used to prevent execution when testing codes. Comments starts with a hash and Python will ignore them. Like here we wrote this is a comment by placing hash in front of it, by which Python will ignore that line and it will only execute the print statement. Multi-line comments. Python does not really have a syntax for multi-line comments. To add multi-line comment, we have to insert hash for each line. Example as it's shown below. Let us see how a comment works. Let us open the same file hello.py and we will arrange all the code and we will write some comment. And we'll write a print statement here. And we'll put a comment here also. We'll run it by clicking F5. As you can see, only hello is printed because these two lines, this thing starts with the hash by which makes it comment, and in this line after hash everything will be considered as a comment, so it will not execute those lines of code. Python does not have multi-line comments. If you want to add multi-line comments, we have to put hashtag on every line before it. Since Python will ignore string literals that are not assigned to a variable, you can add a multi-line string triple quoted in your code and place your comment inside it. As placing hashtag on every line will be difficult, we can put triple quotes and we'll write our comment, and ending with triple quote will complete that comment, and we can write our normal code after it, by which the statement will be considered as a comment and it won't be executed. Let us understand about variables in Python. Variables are containers for storing data values. Python has no command for declaring a variable. A variable is created the moment you first assign a value to it. Variables do not have to be declared with a particular type and can even change type after they have been set. Casting. If you want to specify the data type of a variable, this can be done with casting. Example, x is equal to string of 3. X will take 3 as a string. Y is equal to int of 3. Y will be integer 3. Z is equal to float of 3. Z will be a floating point number which will be 3.0. You can get the data type of a variable with type function. Let us see an example about variables. Like my variable name is A and I am storing 1 and will print it using print statement followed by the name of the variable. We can use the same variable A and we can assign some string and we can print it. As you can see, we have stored an integer value and a string value in variable. After replacing with the variable A with a string, the integer value will be deleted and the new string value will be placed in A. Let us see how typecasting works. If you take A is equal to int of 3 and we'll print it, variable 3 is printed as an integer. If you say A is equal to string of 3 and we'll print it. Here 3 is printed, but here the first 3 is an integer and the second 3 is a string. And how can you know the difference? By using type command. If we say print type of A, and after converting we'll say print type of A. Here you can see the first 3 is a class of integer type, the second 3 is a class of string type. Okay, we have named our variable as A. Can we name it anything? No, we cannot. Variable names should have some rules. Variable names are case sensitive, like small a is capital letter A and GE, and all capital A's are 3 different variables. Like small a and capital A are 2 different variables. A variable can have a short name like X and Y, or even more descriptive name like A's, car name, total underscore volume. A variable must start with a letter or an underscore character. A variable name cannot start with a number. A variable name can only contain alphanumerical characters and underscores. Assigning values to multiple variables. Many values to multiple variables. Python allows you to assign values to multiple variables in one line. Example as shown below. Or you can assign one value to multiple variables. Let us see it as an example. If we say A, B, C is equal to 1, 2, 3, and we'll print A, print B, and print C. As you can see, 1, 2, 3 has been printed. Like this, if we write A is equal to B is equal to C is equal to 1, and we'll print ABC again. You can see first A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2, and C is equal to 3 has been printed. Next we have assigned A is equal to B is equal to C is equal to 1. So so A, B and C will become 1. Input and output in Python. As we have already seen the output statement, which is print statement, let us understand the input statement. Input statement is written using input command. If you run this code, it will ask for some input. Let us say I will write 4 and I will press enter. We have done nothing. We just taken the input. But what we have to do is store the input somewhere so that we can proceed with further. Let us say A is equal to input. So we are taking the input and we are placing it in A. Let us write print A. We'll give input as 50555. So it is printed. Let us see whether if it is printed, but is it an integer or a string? Let's find out. If we say print type of A, and we'll give 555 again, you can see it is class of string, which means it is taking it as a string. So if we give anything in the input statement, it will by default consider as a string. So what should I do if I want to make it as an integer? Simple, typecasting. You can place print statement before it, and we'll run the code again, and we'll give the input again. You can see now it is class of integer. Similarly, you can write float, string, etc. But